Hey guys, I want to talk to you about something known as paradoxical intent. Now, I'd been using paradoxical intent, I just didn't know that that's what it was called until I came across it in this book, Shy Bladder Syndrome. So what is paradoxical intent? Well, first of all, as I've said in previous videos, don't go to the toilet with the intention of peeing. Your only goal is to break the avoidance pattern. Your only goal is to create the circumstances from which urination can happen. The fear is that we'll walk out of the toilet having not peed. Now, if you try to prevent that outcome, it's more likely that it will happen. So what is paradoxical intent, and how does that help us to get the outcome that we want? Well, a paradox is a self-contradictory or absurd sounding statement that may nevertheless be true, and it's often counterintuitive. It's intuitive to go to the bathroom and have our focus on peeing because that's the outcome that we'd prefer. But it actually works against us, and it's better not to have the focus on peeing. And this has been successfully used in the field of psychiatry and psychotherapy to cure things such as stuttering, insomnia, the inability to reach orgasm, bashfulness, getting red in the face, sweating at business meetings. And the idea behind it is, rather than trying to prevent those things, you actually try to heighten those experiences. So for example, if you sweat, rather than trying not to sweat, you try and sweat more. If you get red in the face, rather than being embarrassed and trying not to get red and trying to hide it, you embrace it and try and heighten it, try and make it even more intense. And it has the curious effect of producing the outcome that we would actually prefer. So it's developing an attitude of indifference around both outcomes. Indifference around peeing and indifference around not peeing. Now, indifference can't be manufactured. It's something that arises naturally through acceptance. So when there's acceptance around your paruresis, indifference will arise naturally. And that comes as a result of you getting out there, pushing the boundaries of your comfort zone, doing the graduated exposure work, and sticking with it and seeing it through. So don't focus your intention on peeing, just focus your attention on being in the moment and putting yourself there. Even though I've had 1 or 2 misfires in the past 2 or 3 years, when I go to the toilet, I accept that I might not be able to pee. I accept it as a possible outcome. And because I accept it as a possible outcome, there's indifference around it. And it's highly unlikely that it will happen because I'm not afraid of it happening, and so the body just does what it does naturally. You see, the moment if you invalidate it, that's what you're gonna create, because you're trying to push it down, suppress it, you're making it wrong, and that's to say that you're wrong somehow, that your orientation towards reality is lacking somehow, when it's just not the case. If you don't pee, zip up and go back to what you were doing and be present with what you were doing, and then when the time comes, you repeat the process. And it has the effect of bringing some composure around it, which is going to put you in good stead. So we're going to explore this further, acceptance and what that actually means. Hope you got something from this one. Catch you on the next video.